everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am coming on today to do a quick 4-week post-op update from my nose surgery. So if you haven't seen any of my previous videos, I did a mini series on the surgery. So I walked you through why I was getting a nose job, showed you my pre-op face. I also showed you surgery day. I showed you all of what recovery looks like and all of those great things. So I've gotten so much positive feedback, so many messages from people who just said that this series has helped them so much going through the process or kind of choosing their doctor, whatever the case may be. And I'm so happy to hear that from you guys. But I just wanted to give you guys a quick 4-week update to show you what I'm looking like. So I started working, I started going back in public, able to wear makeup and things like that this past week, and it was really weird for me to get used to people like looking at me and I'm wondering, are they looking at my nose? So that was kind of an adjustment that I had to go through this week, but I got over it within a few days and now I feel totally normal with my face. I know that my nose is still swollen, so it's not totally normal. I'm only 4 weeks post-op, so my doctor said at about 6 weeks it's gonna look very normal. About 80% of my swelling will be gone, and so I'm looking forward to 2 weeks from now seeing what my nose looks like and how it changed. But let me give you guys a close-up look of what it is. So I cannot say enough about my doctor, Dr. Shipchandler. He did an incredible job. I'm in no way sponsored by him, and I've talked about him, the pros and cons of his doing surgery with him in the past videos, so I'm not afraid to be honest what I think of him, but I think he did an incredible job. You can see on the bridge of my nose, it is super smooth and straight. It is swollen, so it looks wide. My tip is very swollen, he said, so it looks more upturned, and it also is kind of boxy and wide. But let me do a quick side-by-side video, and then I will talk about it a little bit more. Okay, so as you can see, like I said, this is super straight. From the 3/4 view, you can see that it dips in as it's a little bit more curved here instead of having that protruding bump. And like I said, it does look more upturned than it will as the swelling goes down. Your nose actually drops over time as it heals. So you don't want your nose to look exactly as it did before surgery as far as being upturned, because it will drop even lower. So you want it to look a little bit upturned for those about 6 weeks after surgery. Even though it's kind of weird, I do feel like I have a little bit of a pig nose, but in time that will go away. So I am very happy with it. One thing that as far as symmetry that I'm concerned about is my nostrils, even though you might not even be able to tell, but I can tell that this one is a little bit more in than this one, and I think that just might be due to swelling, but my incision line is healing very well. I don't even think I have any makeup on it. So you can see that. You can see the shape of the tip is much more like a triangle rather than a box like it was before. And now that we're talking about incisions, my lip is healing very well. So you can see the incision on my actual lip is, that movement was pretty. It's healed really well, so I don't have any lipstick on right now, just chapstick, so you cannot even see the line on my lip. Up here, it's very red, but it's healing and it's gotten really flat, which is good. But I'm able to cover it with concealer, and it is virtually non-existent. But that being said, this is the first time in my life that I've been able to wear just chapstick and be comfortable with it, because my lip, my vermilion border, which is the pink border of my lip, it's finally matched up. So I'm really, really happy about that. So from afar, I do feel like I look very different, and I was adjusting to it for sure, having a new nose and having people look at me. You know, it's one thing when you're laying in your bed and you see yourself in the mirror, you're like, yeah, I look kind of different, I look kind of weird, but then you go back in bed or you stay in your house and you're like, you can deal with it. But then once you go into public, and I think for me, starting a new job and meeting all my coworkers and my boss and everyone else, that was a little bit more challenging for me to feel like I'm not familiar with my face, feel like it's not my face. That was a little bit difficult for me to go through those first few days, but after that, I felt totally comfortable, and I feel totally comfortable now. And I think it looks just like my nose. I think it looks exactly like what my nose should look like. It's just a better version of my original nose, which is good and which is what you want. You don't want to completely change your face. You just want to kind of perfect the nose you have. So I'm really, really happy with my results. And the healing process now is super, super easy. So you can go through and see my recovery up until getting my cast off in some of my previous videos, and I'll link them all below. But that recovery, the first week to 2 weeks afterwards, it is tough and it's not easy, and that is to be expected. I think if you're going to go through this, you do know and you should know that it isn't easy, but it's also not the hardest thing I've done in my life. Here's the one thing, and this is the way I look at it, and looking back, I wish that I had even taken more advantage of it. I saw it as like the perfect time to just make myself better. So I had a much cleaner diet. I was not eating junk food. I was just eating kind of very nutritious food, food that was soft. I was drinking a ton of water, which is very important. And I wasn't like washing or styling my hair. So this is the bright side of recovery. You get to literally stay at home for 2 weeks straight and no one will really bug you. So you can just not wear any makeup. You can take really good care of your skin, and you can take really good care of your hair. So my hair literally grew like, I'm not even kidding you, my hair like grew an inch because I started using these products, and I was not washing my hair, I was not styling my hair, I was just like treating it so well, and my hair grew so much because I was just not messing with it. And my face, besides this guy, my face cleared up so much, and I just felt like a new person when I got my cast off, and I was so happy. As you saw in the video of getting my cast off, my face was so swollen down here. I saw that video and I was like, is that what it actually looked like? Because my face is so swollen, like my cheeks and my whole face, and that will happen in recovery. The swelling kind of moves from your nose and it goes outward. So your face is going to look really swollen, and even when you get your cast off, you might freak out a little bit because you don't look like yourself. And that's totally normal. So through that recovery process, I lost some weight, and I got really motivated to, along with perfecting my nose, just be a better version of myself in all ways. So I started the Whole30 diet. I wanted to really rid my body of all the inflammatory foods. So I started that about a week and a half post-op, maybe 2 weeks post-op. Yes, it's been 2 weeks. It's been a little over 2 weeks now. So I started the Whole30 diet about 2 weeks post-op, and you definitely could start it before. I would start that like almost right away if you wanted to do that, because it's been life-changing for me, and I will talk about that in more detail in another video. And if you guys are curious about the hair products that I used in that during that time and what I'm still using, it's called OrganiGrowHairCo, and I'll link it below and I'll put it on the screen here so you can read it. But and I'm not sponsored by them, but I have to say that I will never use another hair product again. There's so much I have to say about it, and I will make a separate video about it. But if you want to check them out, you need to, and check out their Instagram too, because it's been life-changing for me, those hair products. I mean, this is all my hair, and I have never in my life had hair this long or thick, and I've never, ever been comfortable without extensions until literally now. So I can't say enough about those hair products. But this video is not about that. It's about me and my nose. So I will definitely talk about those products in another video, but just wanted to mention that because a lot of people have been asking me, and I have been telling all my friends to buy those products, and they are in love as well. And my sister and everybody literally have been using them. But yes, so I'm really, really happy. I do not have any regrets. I would go through it again if I had to, like if I could go back in time, I would do it again. And I'm really happy with my nose. I'm really comfortable with my profile now. I think it's very cute, and it's just how I would imagine myself to be. So when I see old pictures of myself, all I can see is my nose. It's so weird, and I've heard people say that before after surgery. So I'm very, very happy with it. And if you're going through it, just know that there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and you're almost there. And I'm just so excited and so happy with my new nose. So my next video and the final video in my nose surgery series is going to be everything that you need, and I'm gonna actually film that probably tomorrow even. And it's gonna be everything that you need leading up to surgery. So I'm actually gonna link all the products and everything in the description of that video so that you can just buy them off Amazon really quickly if you want to, or you can go to a store near you. But I want you guys to be totally prepared and have all the information that you need going into it, because I, looking back, feel like I was kind of blind going into it because I didn't know. There were so many videos that I watched and everyone had kind of conflicting opinions. So I just want this to be super helpful for you guys. But if you are going through this, or if you're thinking about it, leave a comment below and let me know. I've been trying to respond to everyone, and just I love hearing about your guys' experience, and I love hearing that I am helping you in some way through your journey. So that's awesome to hear. So comment down below. Also comment if there's anything new you would like to see, and any questions that you have about nose surgery, I'll cover that in my next video. So any questions that you possibly could have about this entire process, leave that down below and I will answer it in my next video as well. So that is it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will be coming back to you very, very soon with the conclusion of this surgery series. But for now, just hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss my upcoming videos, because there's going to be a lot coming your way just this week alone. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you very soon. Bye.